Chelsea Football Club. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? 2-1 to Manchester United. At their very worst we have ever seen Man United. You guys blew the game 2-1. Are you kidding me? If you didn't see the game and you were watching on the channel, welcome back to the channel. Of course, Madden Football as usual. Yes, the Brentford Fulham game is playing behind me. I'm going to say that it's still 3-1 to Fulham. But this is about one game and one game only. Manchester United 2, Chelsea 1. In a game in which I did not see anything but a Chelsea victory. Because I believe that if Chelsea were to lose this game or to drop points in this game, someone's on major fraud watch, bro. Because Chelsea, let me tell you something. Chelsea played Brentford last weekend and tied 2-2 at the very last second of the game. A game they were losing 1-0 already, and they had to go and make it 2-1. Cole Palmer off the bench. That's one. And only to tie the game and blow the game 2-2 at the very last second, Carvalho with the last second 90th minute winner. That's already a red flag. Then they go into the Bayern game the same week or later in the week or this following week, basically. And they lose 3-1. Harry Kane, Tottenham legend, Premier League clinical icon, comes back and scores 3-1. Like he's still in the Premier League. Like he's still playing for Tottenham Hotspur. Right? World Cup champions. World Cup world champions, they say. Champions of the world. Chelsea Football Club lose 3-1 to Bayern Munich. That's red flag too. Then you guys have the opportunity to beat Chelsea, to beat Manchester United, who are awful, who were horrendous against Manchester United, horrendous against Grimsby. Good team, Grimsby. Horrible against Grimsby, horrible against Fulham, yet they found a victory, I believe. Horrible against Burnley. They only scored one goal from open play this season. One goal from open play in the Premier League. Yet, and they lost them to Arsenal, which they played decent. Yet you let them come in and have a day and win against y'all. Out of all teams that I would expect Manchester United to not win, Chelsea is amongst those teams in the Premier League because I rate Chelsea as a football club. Their team is good, even with Levi Colwill being injured, who I think is a huge risk for Chelsea this season. They still should be fine. But let me tell you something right now. Chelsea, someone's on fraud watch. And I'm going to tell you who's on fraud watch. He ain't on fraud watch for me, bro. I never rated this guy. Robert Sanchez. Sanchez, my friend, in goal, you criminal. I better hope to see your name on a bounty list or a bounty reward on your name top, bro. On your head. Because what you did today for Chelsea was an utter disgrace. 5 minutes. I don't even think it was 5 minutes. I'd say 3 minutes and 50 seconds, bro, if I'm not mistaken. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. You had one-on-one with Mbuemo. Benjamin Sesko wins the header. Excellent header won by Benjamin Sesko. That's what he can do, right? They play vertical, Manchester United, for the first time ever. They play vertical, right? Only makes sense. They finally know how to play with Benjamin Sesko up top in this weird formation that Ruben Amorim has, right? They played to Benjamin Sesko. Cool. They played Benjamin Sesko. But let me tell you something. After that, it's through on goal. And Buemo, as a keeper, you run out of the box. Why are you trying to slice him? He slices him. Like he uses his foot and completely swipes him. You do not have the advantage in that situation. You don't have the advantage. You're not even in God's reach of getting to that ball first. Not even in reach. Not in arm's length. Not in anyone. Nobody is going to stop that. Just let it play. Just let it. Honestly, if I was the keeper, I would just let it be a goal and just assume, just back the club, back the team that's on the field to get a goal back and make it 1-1. And then the game is starting from there. Because Chelsea are that good. But then you, as the goalkeeper, you make it a 1-0. You make it a vulnerable 1-0 for that to happen because it's a man down against Chelsea, against your team. You get a red card, and then now Enzo Maresca's got to make these weird substitutions, which I'm going to get into, by the way. Right? I'm going to get into that because that, to me, was shocking. And that, oh my God, this is why you're a criminal, Sanchez, if you ever hear to see this. Sanchez screwed my FPL team this week. Oh my God, this is supposed to be a breakdown, but oh my goodness. Pedro Neto comes off the field. Okay, I don't have Pedro Neto. This is a rant, by the way. And I'm not even a Chelsea fan. Pedro Neto comes off. Fine, whatever. João Pedro stays on, which is good. But he did nothing. Nothing happened. But the shocking one that really stood out, not the Esteval substitution, the Cole Palmer, yes, Cole Palmer substitution comes off in the 20th minute of the game. 20th minute. Maybe he was hurt. Maybe. But I don't think so. I think this was an Enzo Maresca substitution because he felt that if anything is going to happen, we are going to score a goal and we're going to keep it like that. 5 at the back, which is funny because Chelsea can't do anything defensively when things are not going their way. They can't do anything. They don't respect the sport in that sense. They are not Arsenal Football Club, bro. You cannot play haram ball if you don't know haram. You cannot play haram ball if you ain't a criminal, if you ain't a terrorist like that. If you don't have terrorist football tendencies, if you don't have the ideology or the philosophy or the methodological aspects of haram ball. Chelsea don't move like that. Arsenal move like that. Atletico Madrid move like that. That's what that football club do. Chelsea don't move like that, bro. So you cannot be having 5 at the back if you don't know what to do with it. It's that simple. But this is all because of Sanchez, that Robert Sanchez prick that's in the back of that net for Chelsea Football Club. That is the issue right there. Only for Cole Palmer, my guy Cole Palmer, Cold Palmer, to come out of the game? Nah, bro. Nah. And then Bruno Fernandes scores his 100th goal for Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes. You would believe Bruno Fernandes already has 100 by now. He just scores his 100th goal for Manchester United. I'm pretty sure it's his 100th goal. Or maybe it's his 100th. No, it's definitely not his 100th appearance. 100th goal. And then they make it 2-0. What on earth was that second goal, by the way? Luke Shaw comes in with a charged run-up header in the box. I'm looking at the goalkeeper they put in. I don't even know his name. But this goalkeeper is a criminal himself. The ball is a 50-50 in the box. The ball. He's looking at the ball and he's like hesitating to see if he wants to go for it or not. He waits only for Luke Shaw to come in with the craziest header of his life to put on a play for Casemiro. Casemiro scoring at Old Trafford in Manchester United. Red colors, bro. Against Chelsea Football Club, who just won the World Cup. This ain't right, bro. This ain't right. because this is what's going to keep Ruben Amorim a job at Manchester United. And he's a terrorist. He doesn't know a thing about football. He doesn't know anything. This figment of his imagination with this tooth fairy 3 at the back, 4 in midfield, and 3 up top with the wing backs. Bro, get out of here with that, man. This is not sporting, bro. This is not Gyökeres up top. This is not Gyökeres up top. Tools that he's got at his disposal, bro. This is not 5 at the back Liga Portugal settings that you got, bro. This is a whole different ball club you're dealing with. And I saw it on Sky Sports. Where is the innovation? There is nothing in this formation, in this settings that he's got at Manchester United that is anything to be taken into consideration moving forward as the manager of anywhere. This does not work in the Premier League, bro. It does not work. And yo, I'm telling you right now, if I see Kobbie Mainoo not start another game for Manchester United this season, I hope to God that he moves from this club and he actually plays somewhere that he deserves, because this ain't fair, bro. This ain't right. This ain't right. Going into Enzo Maresca, let me tell you something, bro. You better get this club acting right soon. Enzo Maresca, you have a job to do, bro. You have a job to do. You started off hot. Don't get me wrong, it started off hot this year. João Pedro coming in at Chelsea. Good signing. Did a job at West Ham. You know what I'm saying? Did a job. But a few draws here and there, not really, you know, going under the radar, not really taking people's attention away from what's really going on. You know, Chelsea got a draw here and there. That's fine. You know, they're coming back. Just a little bounce back, you know. But now you're losing. Not only you're losing, but you tied Brentford. You losing a Bayern like that? Like, don't get me wrong. You can lose to Bayern. They're a better team. But you lose to Bayern the way they did? Nah, bro. No. And now you losing to Man United. And the fact is that, yes, you do lose to Man United. And that is a red flag because they were down a man too. Casemiro, I think, was harsh. I think that was a harsh red card against Casemiro. But Casemiro's Casemiro, bro. He's cursed when it comes to bookings. He's always getting a red card. He's always getting a red card. Ever since he's been in the Premier League, he's been getting red cards. In La Liga back in the day, that's not a red card. That's not even a card. That's fair play. That's fair game. That was a fair tackle, at least in La Liga. But this is the Premier League, bro. The Premier League is soft. It's fiddle. So the referee's going to do whatever it takes for someone to make it his game. But, bro, I'll say this right now. Casemiro gets a red card, and it's down 10-10. 10v10, bro. It's fair game. I am shocked that Enzo Maresca couldn't get this one done. I'm surprised Chelsea couldn't get this one done. And I thought Chelsea were going to actually come back and tie the game when it went 2-1. I'll be dead serious. When it was 2-1, I thought this game was going to come back and be 2-2. And that Chelsea would actually win the game. Perhaps. But no, I was wrong. Chelsea better suit this shit out soon, bro. Because it's going to get deep. And I'm telling you right now, I better see some generational cookings on these Chelsea channels, bro. I better see some Matisse. That brother Matisse. And they got 74 charges on their head. I forgot about that. And they have 74 charges on their head top. So they definitely going to get cooked for this. I need to see the verdict for that. May the rest of you have a good day. Because tomorrow's going to be a crazy game. Arsenal versus Manchester City. Let me know who you think is going to win that game tomorrow. Because that's going to be huge. I'm thinking Arsenal's going to win 3-1. Chelsea don't look, not Chelsea. Well, Chelsea don't look that good. But Manchester City don't look good. Arsenal 3-1 against Manchester City. That's my prediction going into the game tomorrow. For the rest of y'all, have a good one. Take care.